Of this season and the previous one, there is one anime that is locked behind Disney Plus jail, as it is only available in Disney Plus in Japan. Seems like Disney is becoming the new Netflix. And given what I've just said, you probably know what anime I'm talking about. It's Summertime Render, or Summertime Rendering, depending on where you're watching it, I guess, because I guarantee it you're not watching it on Disney Plus in Japanese without subtitles, because I guarantee it most of you can't, understand Japanese without subtitles. I mean, I sure as shit know I can't. So, you may or may not actually know about Summertime Rendering. Now, I know a lot of AniTubers have at least mentioned Summertime Rendering because it is very, very good, and it is one of the best shows of this season and the season just gone by, as it's overlapping, both of them being 25 episodes. When I'm recording this, episode 15 has come out, and I've watched that. So there's about 10 episodes left, but this show is really, really good, and if you haven't given it a go because it's awkward to watch and you don't like using pirate sites, which I find unlikely, go watch it. It's really good, and I'll talk about it in more detail as to why you should go watch it, but first, let's play rock, paper, scissors. If you lose, you hit sub. If you don't, go about your day, do whatever you want. On shoot, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. If you lost, hit the sub button while you're down there, maybe leave a like, hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with the content I'm putting out. And even if you didn't lose, sorry, it would be really great if you could drop a sub, because if I could hit 100 by the end of the year, that would be pog. Anyway, Summertime Render. It's a really interesting show. It initially starts out as this murder mystery type beat. We have our main character, Shinpei, who comes home to his island of Itogashima. I think it's Itogashima is the island he is from, for his effectively sister's funeral. They're not actually siblings, but after his parents died, he was taken in by another family, so it is effectively his sister. And he has a dream on the boat ride home about protecting his other sister, Mio. He's going for the funeral of Ushio. And then he wakes up, face first, into a pair of tits. Interesting way to start your day, but hey. And so he goes to the funeral, and the day plays out pretty normally. Until the next day, a family goes missing. And they go, to find out what's going on. There's a shrine in the mountains on this island for the island's deity. So they go there, and then Shinpei gets shot through the head and dies. The end. Or at least, it would be, if this didn't have the ReZero twist of whenever the main character dies, he goes back in time to a certain checkpoint. And that checkpoint moves forward with each death. And so, the whole mystery premise of this show is, what the fuck is going on? How did Ushio die? Because it seems like drowning, which is what the official cause of death is, isn't the case, because she was strangled to death. There are choke marks around her neck, signifying that that is in fact how she died. And so we're, throughout the first episode, given information on these creatures known as shadows. They're effectively doppelgangers, and I'm sure you may or may not, I'm sure you know, but the thing of, if you see your doppelganger, you're about to die, because they will kill you and replace you, well, that is the premise of the shadows. They kill you, if you see them, they will kill you, and then they will replace you, and then replace your family as well. And the whole mystery is, what's going on with these shadows, why they're here, what's going on, and as the story progresses, you find more and more out, as more and more loops happen, and the checkpoint keeps getting moved forward and forward and forward. And then very recently we got a huge revelation about stuff. I'm not going to spoil too much, I'm just going to give you the premise. because I don't want you to, like... I don't want to spoil it, because it's so good. It's honestly really well written. Seriously, go watch it. So just stop right now. In fact, stop this video, pause it, go watch it, and then come back. Or don't, that's fine. You don't have to come back. I'm not going to force you. But yeah, go watch it, seriously. Yeah, honestly, it's so good. I will say one thing. In the more recent episodes, it is slowly devolving into a more battle series. The psychological aspects and the mystery aspects are definitely still there. But I will say that I prefer the mystery aspects to it. But hey, it was bound to happen eventually, given everything you find out. But it's still very good. It's still really interesting, and there are still those mystery aspects during the more, you know, battle-y moments, I guess. There's only really been one major fight scene, so I may be just chatting out my ass, but based on the opening change, because the opening change is about halfway through, it's probably going to stay kind of like this, with, you know, planning and the time loopy stuff, depending on how long that can continue for. And yeah, Summertime Render is very, very good. I highly recommend you go check it out if you haven't already. It's just fantastic. Yeah, it'll scratch that ReZero itch if you like the concept of ReZero, of dying and going back and dying and going back and dying and going back until eventually you find that one path that leads to success. Then you'll get that here. Obviously it's not the same as ReZero, it's not an isekai, it's not a pseudo harem or anything like that. But yeah, go check it out. And for every time I said go check it out in this video, drink a nice glass of water. Stay hydrated. Anyway, I've been Animosity, you've been you, and I'll just go next time for another video. Ta-ta, for now.